Alright, so the inspiration of today's video is one anonymous Instagram DM. You see, this guy is apparently in love with someone from his college and he wants to know what can he do, what can he supposedly do to make this girl his supposed girlfriend. I have no idea when will this stop, but I hope this puts an end to it. Gentlemen, my name is Mayank Bhattacharya. This is Men's Essentials. Let's roll the intro. Okay, so first thing first, what's wrong with you? What's up with you? Why are you doing this to yourself? Why are you doing this to your own self-esteem? Why are you treating yourself like this? Why can't you for once stop being a boy and start being a man? Why can't you for once start prioritizing yourself? Now see, I am not a red pill, blue pill guy. I'm neither a chauvinist nor am I at the extreme end of the super feminazi movement. But this is plain stupid. And yes, this seriously needs to stop. It needs to stop right now. Because apparently in this case, this girl hasn't approved of the guy because he is not tall enough. She has also not approved of this guy because of some such similar superficial reasons. Now see, I get it. Every individual has their own personal choices. You and I have our own personal choices and we cannot ignore it. We cannot skip it. I like certain kind of women like certain kind of men and things like that. But what you need to realize, rather what we need to realize, is that she didn't really put you down because you weren't tall enough or because of some other superficial reasons. She basically put you down because of the following 3 reasons. Reason number 1, you are a desperate creep, you don't have any self-esteem. Reason number 2, she is a crazy and 3, the most important one, the point of the video, you are just a stupid, nice guy. Confused? Well, let's address them a little better. Okay, one where you are being an absolute desperate creep, one where you have lost your self-esteem because you really want to do anything and everything to be with this one girl, irrespective of the fact that she is so not into you. Now, what really happens in this process is the more you try to be with this girl, the more harder you try to win this girl, the more you lose your self-esteem and the more creepier, desperate and low-level man you become in her eyes and in your life. Been there, done that, wouldn't recommend you ever in your life. Second, where she is a crazy superficial. And yes, you should start running away from these women as soon as you see them, as soon as you spot them, as soon as they are ever in your peripheral vision. But the third one, the most important one, or the one that we are going to address and talk about in today's video, is you being this stupid, nice guy. Yes, it sounds similar. Yes, I have been there and yes, I have done this as well. Hell, I think I've been there and done that way more than the average man. But don't you worry, it can be fixed. Because see, the problem here has 2 folds. One where you are just being an absolute amazing, supposed a super nice guy, a place where you're trying to change yourself, a place where you're trying to bend your knees and bend down over your own personality and try to do something that you are not, just to win this girl over because she is so important to you. Now, what really happens in this case is you start losing your sexual value, you start losing your interest, or you start losing your interest in her eyes. Why? Because you are a very platonic, boring guy. You will do everything she says and that's not attractive, that's not fun, that's not adventurous or exciting to any man or a woman. So, no sexual tension, no adventure, everything plain boring. And the second case where you're trying to act or trying to play a card of being a nice guy, where you're trying to put yourself in this nice guy's shoes just to win this girl over because you think in your head that being a nice guy, opening doors and giving her fancy gifts is going to win her over. Either ways, you're not being yourself, you're not being your honest self, and that's the problem we need to fix. We need to fix it right now. So how to do it, you ask? Well, easy. 1, stop fantasizing your life over stupid movies. Gentlemen, your life is not a fictional script. Stop living it like so. These stupid film industries have f***ed you over. These stupid, dogmatic, regressive, outdated scriptwriters have f***ed you over and you need to stop giving them the control. Because see, at the end of it, no matter how good or bad a movie be, life does not work like that. Life is not a movie, it does not work like that. Actually, you know what? Let me rephrase it. Life should never work like that. It's a movie, it's a fictional script, and it should stay like so. If you expect your grand gestures or your filmy dialogues and lines to make someone fall in love with you or woo someone over, then you, my friend, you are an absolute retard. Ignorance number 2, not working on our own self-esteem. You see, the problem with us, the traditional nice guys, is the sad fact that we don't really respect ourselves. We don't take care of ourselves. We don't take care of our self-esteem. We don't look good. We don't take care of our style, our image, our grooming, our mental happiness, our goals, ambitions, or anything in life, because we think that one girl is the key to the happiness of our life. So at the very end, we just bloody don't respect ourselves. And tell me very honestly, why should this ever be the case? Why shouldn't we have our own self-esteem sorted? Gentlemen, why shouldn't we be proud of who we are? Why shouldn't we start taking care of our damn selves? I mean, I kid you not, I have seen this happening to myself, and I have seen this happening to thousands and thousands of men around. We bend down and we try to change ourselves just to be with this one particular girl in discussion. I mean, yes, of course, communication, conversation, and confrontation are the very important parts of any relationships. Don't confuse social skills and social dynamics with you being an absolute jackass. They are two different things, and you should treat them like so. What I am concerned about, what worries me the most, is you trying to change yourself over just to be with this one damn girl. Because at the end of it, if you are actually changing yourself for someone else, how true and how genuine will you be? And gentlemen, this brings me to the most important and the most disheartening fact of the life, that most nice guys aren't really nice at all. You see, you acting nice, you acting sweet, you acting very caring, and you acting to be this sweetheart just to be with this girl or just to date her, sleep with her, is not your true self. It's just not correct. I mean, if you can't man up and own up your expectations, own up your emotions, own up your reality, and own up where you stand with your thoughts and feelings, how good of a man are you really? Gentlemen, if you can't man up and own up to some rejections, how do you think to find that one particular girl who will actually like you and be interested in you for the man that you are, for your honesty? You won't, because you just keep running an algorithm and you just keep chasing, and that's not really nice or honest. Because being nice to me is being honest. Being a nice guy to me is being honest. Being nice is being confident. Being nice is being comfortable and confident to the fact that you are what you are and you are not going to change. You cannot change yourself for who you are, because that's just what makes you your most unique and great self. No, not the typical loudmouth, low IQ confident self, but the honest, genuine and truthful self. A kind of man who projects a clean, transparent confidence. A kind of man who projects his thoughts, his emotions without any hindrance or negligence. I mean, I am 28 and I'm single, and I don't think I have the time on this earth to actually go out and date someone, because I am really very busy with my life. But if I do happen to see someone, it will be very unfair and it will be very dishonest of me to not state my intentions before we start seeing each other, before we get into a relationship or things of that nature. Because at the end of it, on a macro goal, there is nothing to hide, there is nothing to fake. So, I want you to be an honest man, not just a typical nice guy. I want you to be a confident man, not just a typical nice guy. I want you to know what you like, I want you to accept what you like, and I want you to accept and love your true self. Now, of course, social dynamics and social communications are a complete different thing to talk about. Do not confuse that with being a manipulative cheat. Don't do that. But for everyone else, for every other handsome gent watching Men's Essentials, stop being the unwanted nice. Start being your true self. The epic 15% off at TMB Basic Signature Series has not happened ever before, the white and the black. We only have a few small and few large and XXL left. Medium is out of stock, but since we have a few stock remaining in our inventory, we are giving away 15% off. Use the coupon code JAIHIND and you'll get 15% off our signature. Now I'm wearing the spring collection. This is our stealth grey. I think this is also on sale. We have a few of the small and large remaining in this as well. In case you want to do that, in case you want to pick one of these things up for yourself and style it and rock your best damn version, you can do that at tmbasics.com. For everything else, there is Men's Essentials. For everything else, there are 800 plus videos on this channel and about 200 plus videos on our Instagram as well. I'll see you soon in the next one, gentlemen. Dress sharp, stay strong, stay stylish. Do not ever forget to be your true self. Jai Hind. Bye.